Hi everyone, I'm Lisa and welcome to Lisa's Stamp Studio. One of the new things in the catalog that I'm really enjoying is the stamp set called Remarkable You. The images are large and sketched and they can be colored in very easily whether you're a seasoned stamper or you're brand new. Today I'm going to teach you how to create this card. The calla lilies scream white, but I couldn't resist the look of a little added shimmer with the new metallic thread and some dazzling diamonds glitter. Remember that all the products are available in my online store and I offer exclusive free rewards for those that shop there. Let's get over to the stamp table and let's get started.
The Remarkable You stamp set. It's a two-piece stamp set with large sketched outline images. We're going to be using the calla lilies today along with a greeting. We're going to begin with a piece of pear pizzazz cardstock. This measures 5.5 by 8.5. I'm going to use my bone folder to fold this in half. I'm going to start with the large leaf image to create the background, and I'm using the same color ink as I am cardstock, pear pizzazz. Now, because the ink pad and the stamp are very closely related in size, I prefer to ink it this way, face up. There's grippers on the side for you to hold, and what happens is it allows you to make sure that you don't miss an area. So I can see a little spot right there, and then I am actually going to just stamp and press firmly all around the card to create a background. So I'll repeat this. So now our background is done. I'm using a piece of shimmery white cardstock. Oh, I wish you could really see it better than you can on the video. It truly does sparkle. This is cut 3 inches by 4 inches, and a piece of basic black cardstock that's cut 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So eventually these two will go together. Now, since I'm going to add a little color to my flowers, you're going to want to use StazOn ink. And I'm going to do that with my aqua painter. So we want to make sure it doesn't bleed. If you use the Memento, you're going to get a little bit of bleeding on this. And then I'm going to stamp those flowers right here near the bottom of the card. Now we're going to do a little bit of coloring in. So I am actually going to close this, flip it over, and I'm going to squeeze it. Now, we made these flexible for a reason, so that when you open them, there's a little bit of ink that's been squeezed inside the well or the lid of the ink pad. I'm using the aqua painter. I'm making sure it's not soaking wet. I love that they're self-contained. You just unscrew this and put a little tap water inside. There's no dipping in a cup required and no drips along the way. So I always like to take a little ink and I like to water it down because it's rather strong from here. And I am just going to color in my stems. Now remember, you can always go back over an area and make it darker if you'd like, but always start light. Now I'm going to change colors, so I just kind of brush off a little bit of that color, and I'm squeezing it over my scrub just to make sure that I've got clear water running over that. And I'm just giving my bristles a little pinch again. I like to make sure that those bristles stay nice and pointy so I can get those little areas. I'm switching to Daffodil Delight. Same thing. So now I have ink in this well, and I'm going to pick up a little of this color, and I'm working that inside the center. Now I'm going to water it down a little bit more, and I'm going to bring a little yellow in around it. I want to make sure that it's not too dark, because I really don't want to take away from the center of the flower, which is actually the darkest, but I just want to give it a little bit of a highlight. If I want to go back and make this a little darker, then I can. I thought that shimmery cardstock needed a little bit of a shimmer to that flower. And of course this is optional, but you know I like the blingy stuff. So I'm taking out my glitter container. I put it in a Tupperware container to tame it. Now if you've missed it, on Thursdays I have tip videos for all these great ideas. Two-way glue pen, and it's a chiseled tip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add two-way glue where I'm going to want some glitter. With a plastic spoon, which works great, I'm going to dump really generously over those images. And I'm going to give it a good flick to make sure that any extra glitter that's small and staticky doesn't stick. This piece now, we'll put some adhesive on the back. And that's going to go on the basic black piece here. Now I'm going to play up that little silver iridescent look a little bit more. Now I know this is almost impossible to see on the camera, so let's see if I can do it like this. This is the brand new silver metallic thread. I love this stuff because it gives you just a little oomph to your card. But a lot of people have said to me, I don't know how to use it, so let me show you how. I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to put dimensionals in each of the corners of my card because that's how I'm going to mount it when I'm finished. I'm actually going to start on one of the ends, so I'm going to take the first paper off just one of the dimensionals. If you take them all off, you're going to be wrestling with a sticky card. So I am going to start with my end on top of the dimensional, like so. I'm hoping you can see this. And I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to wrap. Now there's no rhyme or reason to this, and you can wrap as little or as much as you want, but I'm good with that. So again, it's sticking to my dimensional, and then I'm going to give this a small haircut close to it so it doesn't stick out. And look, everything is still sticky on the back, so we're just going to take this paper and this paper and this paper off. And then now this can go here on the card. Now doesn't that little bit of metallic do a lot? It's really pretty, isn't it? And this is a really affordable product, and there's 50 yards on this spool. Now you're going to notice on my first card, I used a sentiment that says, "You're in my thoughts," and this comes from the stamp set A Dozen Thoughts. I didn't put it on this one because I don't know if I want to make this get well or not, so I'm just going to leave it plain until I'm ready to go. And today's card, my original card, and I'm so glad that you joined me. Remember, all the products are available in my online store, and I offer awesome exclusive rewards for my online shoppers. I look forward to seeing you next Monday. Have a great week, everyone.